I have an idea for Meghan Sussex and Prince Harry, or should I call them HRH and H? I have an idea for them and for their kids while they visit Britain. How about, okay, I'm a total genius, you will not believe it. I have got the best idea. One word, zorbies. Have you heard of zorbies? They're like human hamster balls. So I reckon we could make these bespoke zorbies for Harry and Meghan to go around in. They could be like bulletproof and they can have fun while they go and see people in Britain. You know, they can run around in these human hamster balls and feel very protected. Hi folks, AJ here. Today we are going to look at this very important interview for the BBC with Prince Harry. Ooh, this is going to be fun. But before I get into it, I want to say a massive thank you to all my subscribers. I really am grateful for your support. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe. It really helps me grow my channel. Okay, so let's get into this. Prince Harry tells BBC he wants reconciliation with royal family. Let's have a look at this.
I can't see a world in which I would be bringing my wife and children back to the UK at this point.
Yippee! Yippee! I'm sorry, America. I am so sorry, US of A. You are going to have Harry and Meghan for some time longer. I am sorry. That's so mean of me.
You know, I love my country. I always have done.
I love my country. There's going to be a lot of pausing this whilst I am reacting. I love my country too, and that's why, you know, when I saw Harry and Meghan be so spiteful towards Britain, as, you know, our culture, the media and everything, the royal family, you know, that's what inspired me to start my channel. But enough about me. Let's listen to Harry.
So, you know, I miss the UK. I miss parts of the UK, of course I do. And I think that it's really quite sad that I won't be able to show, you know, my children my homeland. There is a
why not?
Control and ability in
show them
in my father's hands.
Look, he is manipulating the royal family. You know, well, let's let him speak.
Ultimately, this whole thing could be resolved through him.
Resolved.
Not necessarily by intervening, but by stepping aside, allowing the experts to do what is necessary and to carry out an RMB. That said, there is this all was initiated under a previous government. There is now a new government. I have had it described to me, once people knew about the facts, that this is an good old-fashioned establishment stitch-up, and that's...
Okay, he's calling it an old-fashioned establishment stitch-up. Look at his face. He's so, I know what's going on. I know everything.
Feels like
he's paranoid.
So
paranoid.
Disagreements, differences between me and some of my...
If anyone has been stitching up anyone, it's Meghan and Harry stitching up the royal family. Let's just make that clear.
Family. This current situation that has been ongoing for 5 years with regards to
5 years, so boring,
human life and safety, is the sticking point. It is the only thing that's left. Of course, some members of my family will never forgive me for writing a book. Of course, they will never forgive me for...
How can they? How can they forgive him when he's said such intimate happenings, you know, and putting William down, making him seem abusive, you know, punching him and like, I'm sorry, it just makes me laugh thinking about brothers fighting, you know, these two brothers, and Harry falling in the dog bowl and breaking his necklace. Oh, you know, I know friends of mine who've got brothers, like two brothers in their family who fought all the time. You know, this is just what happens sometimes between brothers. It's not such a big deal.
You know,
we're not always going to get on with our siblings, but poor Harry.
I would love
poor Harry.
reconciliation with my family. I've always there's no point in continuing to fight anymore. As I said, life is precious.
Life is precious, yeah. Your dad is dying of cancer, and you are doing this interview for BBC. Like, what are you thinking, Harry? You're just thinking about yourself. He's going to put so much stress onto King Charles. And yes, I apologize for joking around, because this is serious. I really, my heart goes out to Catherine William and King Charles and Camilla for him doing this. He's making himself out to be like, oh, like I deserve forgiveness too. And at the end, he says he forgives them all. Like, what have they done wrong? They've done nothing wrong. It's you and Meghan who have acted really poorly towards them.
I don't know how much longer my father has. He
And you're doing this, Harry. What are you thinking? Are you mental? He's mental.
He won't speak to me because of this security stuff.
Look,
but it would be...
I am sure, and this is my opinion, King Charles will not speak to him because of this security stuff, because Prince Harry incessantly goes on and on about it. And poor King Charles, who's going through treatment, and he's the king. He has a lot on his plate. Come on, Harry.
It would be nice to reconcile. As I learned through the First Nations throughout Canada, because of the Invictus Games, their goal in life was always...
He's blown it. You've blown it, Harry. They won't want to reconcile. They won't be able to trust you after you recording everything, writing that memoir, putting the Netflix series out there, accusing the royal family of things they have not done. How can they trust you? They can't.
Conversation, they said, right, but reconciliation can't come without truth. Well, I've now found out the truth.
Ooh, it's all about the truth, isn't it? Their truth. Like, they're crazy. Like, this is crazy making, like, people have different opinions. Like, that's their opinion of what has happened. I believe they are paranoid. I don't think they know the truth as such.
Shared some of it with you today. A lot of it exists out there, whether people choose to ignore it or not. So it would be nice to have that reconciliation part now. If they don't want that, that's entirely up to them.
Of course, it's up to them. And will they give him that reconciliation? No, I don't think so. Anyway, I have an idea for Meghan Sussex and Prince Harry, or should I call them HRH and H? I have an idea for them and for their kids. While they visit Britain, how about, okay, I'm a total genius, you will not believe it. I have got the best idea. One word, zorbies. Have you heard of zorbies? They're like human hamster balls. So I reckon we could make these bespoke zorbies for Harry and Meghan to go around in. They could be like bulletproof, and they can have fun while they go and see people in Britain. They can run around in these human hamster balls and feel very protected, so we could make them very safe, like they're kind of wrapped up in cotton wool or like lots of bubble wrap, but it could be bulletproof, and yeah, they won't need so much security. Yeah, why not? What do you think, folks? Anyway, I hope you like this video. It's not going to be too long today because we are, my partner and I are planning to take the dog out for a 2-hour long walk, and we're going to get into the countryside, we're going to enjoy nature, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Wishing you happiness, good health, and have a lovely weekend. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Big kiss. Bye.